everybody, and welcome to another session with English with Papori Barooah. Now, I had talked to you about facing an interview in my last sessions. There, I had talked to you about one thing, that communication is very important. The way you communicate a particular thing is very important. So often I just thought I need to talk to you about how can you speak with the perfect pronunciation. Now, I'm not going to deal in detail about the phonetics or the science of the spoken language. Today, I just tell you how as a layman, how as just a student of communication, you may be able to speak perfect English. So let's get going. Now, whenever we talk about English, I normally take up this particular word examination, which normally the students are scared of. Now, in English, we need to remember that every word in English normally has an accent. If it is like, say for instance, when we tell this word examination, we have to take 5 breaths when we tell this particular word, like examination. Every time I'm taking a breath, I'm forming a syllable. Now in English, which particular syllable will receive the accent, or in very simple words, which particular word will be told with more, with a lot of stress, that is fixed in English, whether in isolation or you put it in a sentence. Like if I tell examination, now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 times I'm taking a breath, means I have 5 syllables. We have 5 syllables in this particular word. And which syllable will receive the stress, which syllable will be told more strongly, is fixed in English. That's what I meant. Now, we do not count from this side, that is from the left to the right, but we count from right to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. There are 5 syllables in this particular word. Now, I told this particular syllable strongly. If I count from the right hand side, the second syllable from the right, I told strongly. So it's examination. Now, what is this concept? Why did I introduce this word? And why did I talk to you about syllables? Because I want to make your lives easier. In English, which syllable is determined, which word or which syllable will be told more strongly is determined by the word ending. So any word in English that ends in T-I-O-N will always have the accent, or the second syllable from the right hand side will always be told more strongly. Any other word? Population. Things like that, where we have the T-I-O-N ending. Now let me give you a very easy rule. I'm going to show you now a few words here. These words you'll be able to pronounce these words when I show you how you can. Firstly, by the word endings, and of course, secondly, I want to show to you how some words are, have that particular accent determined by how they are used in a sentence also, whether they are used as a noun or whether they are used as a verb. That will also determine the word accent. Like say this word absent. When you say it like a noun, you have to put stress on the second syllable from the right hand side, that is absent. But when you tell it like a verb, it will be absent. Right? Secondly, accent. So we can see these words have the same spellings, but because of the pronunciation, or because I am putting stress on the different syllables, the meaning changes. Like accent, addict, addict. So if I tell addict, he is an addict, automatically, because the pronunciation, because of the presence of "and" there before the word addict, it is a noun. And when it is a noun or an adjective, it will have the accent, if I count from the right hand side, on the second syllable. But if I want to make it use it like a verb in a sentence, he is addicted to drugs. So addicted, there is the accent is on dict. Similarly, conduct, conflict, contrast, go on to the other. Now, so we'll continue there. It's perfect, perfect, permit, permit, present, present, project, project. I have a project at hand. It's a noun. I projected him. It's a verb. Just remember, when the same word can be used like a noun and as a verb, noun or adjective, or as a verb, the accent where we put the stress mark or the accent determines the meaning. Like here, protest, protest. It's protest. Here it's protest. Rebel, rebel. Record, record. Now, apart from that, we also have, as I told you in the beginning, we have some word endings. And those word endings are good markers to tell us how we need to pronounce that particular word. Okay, now let us look at the word endings, and remember, the word endings will determine the pronunciation. Like IC ending words, we have this word Catholic. So if I count from the right hand side, 1, 2 and 3, the third syllable on the right hand side, if you're counting from the right hand side, the third syllable will get the accent. And any word in English that has a word ending IC will always get the accent on the third syllable from the right hand side. So it's Catholic, lunatic, ICAL ending, radical, third syllable on the right. Now if I count it from the right. Now this way I'm going to read out all of them, and you can check out this particular handout and automatically come to know which word will be accented where, or which syllable will be told more prominently. I'll read it out for you all. ICALLY, arithmetically, arithmetically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 syllables. And the fourth syllable from the right hand side will be told more strongly, arithmetically. Or say here, ICLE, particle, ID, acid, INCE, audience, obedience, IENT, deficient. See? Deficient. So second syllable on the right hand side. So you need to be careful to remember these word endings, and once you start using those words, you'll automatically have them in your head. It's like it's a career. It's career. Then cardinal. Similarly, affection, as I told you, TION ending word, examination, second syllable on the right hand side, from the right hand side. So here similarly it's affection, calcium, exposure, corrective, doctor, capture, millionaire, it's nair, addressee, canteen. We normally tell canteen, right? So we need to tell canteen. Now why am I telling t? In English, remember, all those words where we have the P and T and K, right? So it's p, t, k. If it has an accent mark, it will be told t, like particular. Particular, because t has the accent mark, has to be told strongly. Similarly here, canteen. But see here, the k sound will not be told strongly because only t has the accent mark. So it's canteen. Or here, engineer, ear, like millionaire. Later on in my lessons, I'll tell you what I mean by when I'm using these ear words. Okay, Assamese, Japanese, Chinese, all these ESE ending words will be having the accent on the last syllable. Picturesque, then gazette, museum, the ya sound there, which we have, the spelling doesn't have it, the pronunciation, museum. Again here, antique, all the words ending in double O has accent on the last syllable. Bamboo, kangaroo, right? A balloon, it's not balloon, it's a balloon. Or dental, accidental, essential, adolescent, Gorilla. It's gorilla. Arthritis. You can also tell arthritis. Both are correct. Translate. Relate. Okay. This way we come to the end of the rules which determine which syllable is accented. You can have a look at this particular video once again, repeat with me, and then you'll come to know that it's very easy. A few things you need to remember: the accent mark will fall according to the word endings, and whether a word is used like a noun or a pronoun or an adjective or a verb will also determine the way it's pronounced. So this is just the tip of the iceberg. I've just given you how you feel and how you actually can pronounce words perfectly. In my next sessions, if you're interested, do leave your comments down below and I'll give you more access to these ways and techniques with which you can pronounce perfect English. Thank you so much.